Good day, everybody, and it's Calxiyn here. If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys should subscribe, become patrons over on Patreon to support the channel, and follow us over on social media. We are going to be talking about another RWBY comic today. This is fucking weird, man, because this... Okay, I feel like this is the least canon of all the storylines. Weiss's particularly. And you know why? Because I'm going to tell you why, okay? Blake's could still have happened in Volume 4. Like, Blake's comic, like, makes total sense, right? Weiss's, like, if she got this book from Professor Ozpin, why doesn't she ask Oscar about it in the later volumes? Unless she decodes it and we just haven't gotten there yet, or whatever.
Or she just left
it at home, or whatever. Like,
that later.
You know what I mean? Or why is Willow such a fucking asshole?
I will defend the Willow thing.
And we never saw her in there.
I will defend the Willow thing.
Volume 4 implies to me, or at least I feel like it is, that, you know, they're like, oh, Mother's drinking in the garden. Like, they're not allowed in there. And then Weiss just walks in. Because she even says that. Like, she says it in the comic. She's just like, oh, you know, like, I'm allowed in your garden? Like, no one's allowed in your garden, Mom. Like, she has that sort of attitude.
Because I just assumed that no one wanted to be around her because she was drinking in the day.
Exactly. But, like, I don't know. This is very much around... Like, she's an asshole.
Oh, she's an
not
asshole.
Like that during the show.
No.
So that's why I consider this the least amount of canon, and I wonder how much they did consult Miles and Carrie about this, because maybe she mellowed out like it's been a year, but at the same time, I'm like,
I think she realized her mistake.
Maybe. But she's a fucking asshole.
Yes.
Like, I would say that this is almost the same level as Jacques. Like
she never, like, punches her in the face.
No, but it's like,
but she's pretty
it's like here as opposed to
shitty.
here, which is where it used to be. You know what I mean? Like, if Jacques is here, Willow, like, in the show, was, like, here. You know what I mean? Like, obviously she's an alcoholic, but we see that she's suffering and she loves her daughter, whereas this is like... I don't know. I'm just saying that this is Willow slander, alright? I don't accept this. And I know, like, oh, well, the comics are canon. Like, how can you accept some of it and not all of it? And, like, I say that all the time and all that stuff. But I don't know if like, how much they intended this to be, or if Willow's gonna, like, grow in the next 14 comics or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shocked.
I will defend it, and I'll defend it as we move forward.
Anyway.
But anyways,
and so she goes to the garden,
like a boss.
Because it was her that was saying all that stuff to Weiss. Like, Weiss, I told you not to leave to Atlas. Like, how could you have done this to me? Like, she is the one who's giving her the big speech. And like, why are you crying? Stop crying, you baby. That wasn't Jacques, or that wasn't Jacques, it was Willow. And like, even this, like, I don't know. There's some weird things going on here for sure.
She has a menagerie, which is very odd. Which is weird.
She's a bunch of caged animals, but that's what she is. Right?
Yeah, I guess there's a metaphor
woman in a cage, you know what I'm saying?
She's a cage animal.
Latest batch of Faunus workers.
So that's questionable.
Yeah, that's not great. And like, again,
my husband's busy getting indentured servants.
This came out during Volume 7, but we didn't get to see any
also,
Faunus racism. But anyway,
so
we
this
can
is
talk
Volume
about that
7. Like, what we see of her is like...
I know. I'm saying, like, with the Faunus stuff. Like, with the Faunus badge, like, we didn't hear about... Like, Atlas, we'll see more Faunus discrimination. Like, we're seeing more Faunus discrimination in the comic, which I think is the intention, but... Where are the Faunus badges? Yeah, Weiss threw somebody in a trash can. That was it.
I guess there was that. There was, like, a couple people made racist comments.
You're done with all the tears and the wailing.
Yeah.
They never help. I'm living proof of that. And I'm just like, well, that's self-deprecating, but at the same time...
This sounds like a kind of manic alcoholic energy.
I guess.
Like, it's like in my experience with people who drink way too much that shouldn't drink, like, there's, like, sad, and then there's angry, and then there's happy and manic.
But she says that she also believed in her, right?
That's kind of manipulative to an extent.
Like, that she fought for her because they're the same or something.
But I don't believe she's telling the truth right here, or not the whole truth.
You don't think so?
No, because later...
Because I could see that. Like,
later she, like, steals
Winter
her...
resents her for being an alcoholic. Whitley is a suck-up to his father, so it makes sense that Weiss would be the favorite of Mom. That makes sense to me.
Okay, maybe it's a half-truth, but she doesn't... She may feel that way, but she doesn't treat
truth
Weiss...
in everything.
She doesn't treat Weiss as well as she should.
Probably.
As well, like, or she doesn't...
That's why I'm like, this is Willow Schneese slander, alright? Like... Yeah, so here's my other criticism.
Yes.
Where the fuck is this?
Yeah,
okay,
I have no idea.
This could theoretically be inside of the dome where it doesn't snow, right? Because that's the whole thing. Like, this boy's like, Mom, look, it's snowing, and now we're all gonna die because there's not supposed to be fucking snow in here, right? So it could be some sort of enclosed forest, right? Like, that's inside of the kingdom of Atlas that's for this specific purpose, but why would there be a rare animal? Like, that would make it seem like it's almost a nature preserve, and, like, they're just fucking hunting in the nature preserve or something like that.
There's also a tree line, which is how far trees will grow up north.
Yeah.
So maybe in, like, the very outskirts of Atlas, there's, like, the tree line.
Maybe, but even the city's
guess.
around a wall, so, like, this makes zero sense. Like, Atlas is supposed to be a tundra, it's supposed to be so cold that you can't even, like, piss outside or else your dick will freeze off. Like, it's not...
Which it's weird that if there's warm spots, it's weird that... I mean, I understand it's around where the dust mines are, Atlas, but it's weird that they don't put the big city in the warmest place. Like, Canada is a big, cold, mostly empty place. Except for Toronto, where it's about as warm as it gets.
So, yeah.
Or, like, that most, like,
I don't know.
border.
Like, I have no idea about this. Cause, like,
I wish it had, I don't know. Or I wish, like, in the map, there was, like, maybe if we look at the map of Atlas, there's, like, a single speck of green, and it's like, oh, I guess that's the forest.
Unless they fucking flew to Mistral.
I mean, here's the thing, like, I don't know, rich people do that. They, like, go to hunting trips in Africa and, like, shoot an alpaca.
This is the snowbound forest. I don't know, I just need some answers.
No, what are those, anyways?
Go Weiss!
I also really like the design. It's like a dog. Look at that.
So,
I want to give it a smooch.
Miles was like, I wish that we could put more animals in RWBY, and so they took that and dumped it into this comic, like bears, the fucking bird in the background, but like, okay, so Atlas, RWBY has never discussed this before.
No, the
so
dog.
This baffles me a little bit, because this is not something normal. Like, as far as we were aware, RWBY has normal animals. This isn't Avatar: The Last fucking Airbender. Alright, like, RWBY has deer and dogs.
Because...
And, like, everything in Avatar, where's the fucking dogs in Avatar?
Well, in the book...
Like, no one has a pet fucking dog in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Actually, the Earth King had a bear, and it's just a regular bear.
Well, as far as we know.
It's just a bear. It's like, is that a platypus bear? No, it's just
turtle bear.
Just a bear.
Yeah, but that's, like,
Speaking
uncommon,
turtles,
right?
There are the giant turtles in...
But that's just a giant turtle. It's not a giant turtle Seahawk or something. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a giant land turtle, man!
Yeah, but that doesn't matter! What is this? It's a dog deer. That doesn't... I don't know.
I feel
like they tapped into Avatar for this. Which is fine.
I know, and
I like
Miles
that,
Luna is
but at
a
the
fan
same
of
time,
Avatar.
like, the thing about Avatar is all the animals, except for that bear, are mixed animals. Like, they're mashed up animals. Like, RWBY is supposed to be, like, our animals from our world, and now they're suddenly, like, weird hybrids. Like, does that mean that there could be a faunus that's, like, that animal?
I mean, presumably...
Or is this, like, a mutated animal because of all the dust around here? Like, is there some sort of, like...
Presumably, like, monkeys and cats and dogs exist because faunus cats.
I know, but I'm saying, what about this? Like, this is a specific animal, so would
but it's a type
faunus
of
be
deer
made off of that?
that just looks also kind of like a dog.
I know.
I guess. It's a little weird, but, like, it's cute. Look at it.
Yeah, I know. It is cute. It's just weird.
I also feel so bad for it. Like, it's afraid and it doesn't want to get locked, but she does it and she's so ashamed of it. Also, I love, like,
he looks great, though. I mean, kinda. He has a little...
But he's also tied to the ground.
That doesn't look great. I just seen, like, if you looked at this, it's like he's a little horsey.
That thing's probably sedated.
Well, so is Willow. So anyway.
They're both heavily medicated.
So this is another weird thing, okay? Willow just gathers the High Atlas Society people and go, look! My animal... Like, what?
Well, I mean, they're basically
the
royalty.
Legendary Hailstone Hind. Is there a Hailstone Hind faunus?
What's a hind?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, defending that, the Sneeze are basically
rich people
royalty.
Do weird shit.
And so, like, Louis XIV was like, hey, guys, I have a new dance. Look at this. And he would dance for people, and they would have to clap, even if it was terrible, because else they'd fucking die.
Why is clap spelt with a K?
I don't know, because it's automatopoeia.
I guess, but...
So, I mean, they can spell the automatopoeia
I know.
weird.
I'm just
Hind.
saying. I just noticed. Anyways, I don't know, this is weird to me, but I'm not a rich person. Maybe if I was rich, I would be like, everyone, please gather to the Calxiyn household. I need to show you my new
female
cat.
Deer.
Like,
especially a red deer or a skia.
Maybe it's just supposed to be a deer hunter. Like, maybe it's not supposed to look like a dog, and
they
that's
just
their
made it
bad
look a little
style.
bit like a dog. Maybe?
Sorry. I mean, listen, okay, the art style has been pretty consistent in the past 2 comics, like this one and the Blake one, but like, yeah, maybe it is just supposed to be a regular deer and it's not supposed to look like a dog.
Maybe deers do that pose as well, because I think dogs have that pose, so maybe deers do that pose as well and we're just ignorant.
Ignorant to the deers?
Maybe we're ignorant to deers. I mean, I didn't know that hind meant deer until I googled it. Anyway,
maybe it is just a deer. No offense to the person that drew this, but...
I think it's adorable and that you should be proud of yourself.
It looks like kind of a dog. Anyway, so I guess we just did that.
To be fair, I was once in a car with you, and you looked out the window, and you were like,
Hunter.
Look at that kitty! And it was a squirrel. One other time, we were walking home from like watching Game of Thrones, and you saw a cat that you thought looked like Sagwa, like those little like cat. I forget what the breed called with the white face. And you're like, oh, Sagwa, and you go up to it, and it was a raccoon.
Yeah,
it was a fucking raccoon.
Outside.
So maybe
why would a raccoon be outside during the day? It was dark outside. I saw a raccoon. I thought it was a cat.
You have no defense for the squirrel thing.
The squirrel. There's some
thought it
fat
was a
squirrels,
cat.
Okay, and I don't always wear my glasses when I go outside. All right.
Maybe
Sometimes
some people.
Far away.
Maybe some people are just bad at identifying animals.
No, but I'm just saying that. Anyway, it looks like a dog. I'm sorry. Like, it shouldn't.
I feel like we're so good at missing
like over
the
here
theme.
it doesn't fit over here. Like it looks like a dog. Like,
it looks like a dog. But like
tail?
what if deers just make that
They
pose?
don't.
I don't know.
Anyway.
What if deers like make that? I'm gonna go home and text you a photo of a deer going like
Anyway. I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos. What a mess. So yeah. She didn't give Weiss any credit.
Yeah, it was all me, and then Weiss was like, you what?
But she didn't say that, like, I mean, she said that she won it, but she didn't say that she caught it.
I have won.
Yeah,
so it's assumed.
But I didn't do it.
Listen, you can be all non-denial.
Listen, they did it together, I'm just saying.
I mean, they did, but she didn't admit it until she got grilled on it by Weiss, which is what we're seeing here. Also, go back to that last one. Calxiyn has probably seen... Imagine if Calxiyn...
Calxiyn got fucking... Wait, why does Calxiyn... Did Calxiyn have... I thought his hair is brown. He fucking aged.
Yeah, maybe.
What happened to him?
Yeah, his hair... I don't know.
His hair looks white. Was it not brown?
He was brown.
Are you sure?
I noticed that earlier, that they've drawn him very white.
What the fuck did they do?
Maybe he's just stressed.
Did they think that he's supposed to be a part of the family?
Maybe. That's a good point. Anyways, when Calxiyn got fired, he's gonna have a drama.
Calxiyn got fired already. Yeah. He has fucking brown hair.
Yeah.
What happened to you, Calxiyn?
I was looking at that earlier.
Gray with age, like he's gray in multiple scenes. Hold on.
He's fucking stressed
Let's just
right
fucking
now.
go all the way back. Like, look at this. Hold on. There was a scene where he was comforting Willow and telling her not to do something.
Wait, someone's mustache was brown. No, go forward a bit. Go forward.
Go forward?
Yeah, forward into the story. Again. Wait, no, sorry, back. I was dumb. I'm dumb. I swear to God, I saw someone with a brown
if we can find Calxiyn
mustache.
in any of these scenes. Okay, no. It's probably in the regular comic, guys. Like, we only screenshot what we need to discuss, so... Yeah, like, this guy is supposed to be Calxiyn.
Yeah, is that a brown... But that looks brown there, in that mustache.
Or that one's supposed to be Calxiyn. One of them's supposed to be Calxiyn.
Okay, well then later, when someone's talking...
He definitely has white hair in the other scene.
Because if he wasn't on the green horse, then it's like
what
switched
the fuck
back and
happened?
forth.
Poor Calxiyn, he's just like, he's gone gray. Wait, but no, that doesn't make any sense. He wouldn't have gone gray. This movie's out during Volume 4. Can you guys not look up? I mean, listen, okay, I know that we judge them harshly and people are like, you don't know the pressure of having to put something out every week. Mistakes happen, but I'm just like, I don't know.
Mistakes do happen.
Mistakes happen.
And we didn't notice.
Many mistakes.
We didn't notice the first time.
What do you mean?
When we were reading this, we didn't notice the first time.
Well,
I think subconsciously I did.
I looked and I was like, oh, wait a second, he looks wrong. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen Calxiyn. I'm just saying, like, listen, guys, mistakes happen. But, like, plagiarism, first of all, is not a mistake. Second of all, y'all can't make his hair brown. I don't know. But, yeah, so this is an interesting conversation of...
why are you being so selfish? Like, I'm not being selfish. You're an asshole. Because she's, like, gaslighting Weiss right now.
Is she? I mean, I guess.
Kind of. She's just like, why are you being so selfish? Like, you're being selfish. You made me do this bad thing and to help you being a drunken asshole. I think it's more like,
you're being selfish because you know how much I need this and how much your father will take away from my happiness if I don't say that I did it. I think that's how I see it. So I don't see it as gaslighting as much.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
In that
because
case,
it's different if it's like, why did I hit you? Or like, why do you make me hit you? That's like like, you know what I mean? But like, this is all like sort of like.
Why are you being so selfish?
You know, why are you being so selfish? You know how your father is. He would take that away from me,
she's not admitting where she doesn't really admit where she went wrong until later. I didn't mean it, Weiss. Like, I guess eventually, I don't know. I think then be a worthy daughter. I don't know. They get a little angry there.
Yeah.
Is that the last one you took?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, no. I still have these.
Okay, yes, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like I understand, but I don't think... That's why I don't think Willow is as bad. This is the only thing that she has to make her happy, and she knows that Jock will take it away from her.
Well, then why were you calling it Willow slander earlier?
Well, because she's still an asshole. Like, she's still an asshole in other parts of the comic, and that's not nice. And she's so soft-spoken and, like, muted. You know what I mean? Like, she's very more gentle, and this is not.
I think because they're in different situations. Here, everything's good. She's just trying to be a drunk aristocrat, where in there, like, things were being serious. Saying, like, and she thought her husband was a terrorist.
This is fucking weird still.
So I feel like...
I don't get... Like, I'll defend Willow because I don't think... Again, I don't think she's abusive like Jacques is.
No.
But
she's
I'm just like, she's kind of being shitty here, and she wasn't shitty in the show, so I'm like, what? So, this confuses me. Midnight.
Day. Yeah. There's a lot of unless
That's what
it's
I'm
like,
saying, I'm like, guys.
Is it because, like, sometimes you get 24-hour days
Imagine,
up north?
I don't know.
Maybe?
Like, that's, anyway.
Why?
Midnight. Brightness.
Maybe this makes more sense if you're reading it in an actual comic book.
Brightness.
I don't know.
No, it wouldn't, weird. Hunter. It looks the fucking
I don't know.
Like, what? So, Weiss has this thing that I skipped over where she's, like, talking about Cardin or something, and, like...
What?
Like, she's talking about, like... Blake, what I did to Cardin in the obstacle course, which is a comic-only situation.
Yeah.
And, like, Weiss talks about that and, like, struggles with it for some reason, and I feel like it's supposed to connect to Willow, but it doesn't make any sense for me. So we're just gonna move on and go on to Weiss.
She's talking about how she pretended not to see things.
Or maybe she, like, yeah, or I guess she pretended that what she did to Cardin wasn't wrong, as long as he deserved it, and that's not like what being a huntress.
And she's not making excuses for herself or her mother anymore.
Do deers have tails like that?
They do some, not like that.
Have a little,
not like that. They have like a puff. The puffs are actually really long.
That's why I'm like, dog.
Yeah, it has a dog energy.
So she frees the deer. Maybe.
And she's
going to.
And the mom's looking in the background.
Well, what if the mom was like, this was all a test. I did this for you, so you could learn a lesson.
It's still a dick move. I don't know.
And now you're gonna free all my animals, and that's how you need to be, Weiss. You have to free yourself from your father. It was all a lesson. I was doing it all along. I mean,
she was doing it all along.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't do it
obvious.
because I'm abusive. I did it because I was teaching you a lesson about freedom and veganism and not trapping animals in cages and stuff like that.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I think that there's aspects of it some of it's really weird, like the Midnight and the white-haired Calxiyn. Other stuff, it's like, I like the theme of her caging animals.
It's kind of like the Callie thing, but I think the Callie comic was better than the last one we did.
That was way better.
So better, but I think it's like, they got the theme down, it's the execution sometimes, where I'm like, we're really gonna put a net inside of that fish? Okay. Or whatever, right? And so, like,
no, I thought it was that one.
Yeah, and so I'm saying, like, both of them, like, we're really gonna have Blake stab this fish with her butterfly net, you know what I mean? The execution's weird, and so I feel like this one, the execution's weirder, but I do like the idea that she keeps a bunch of animals in cages, and she wants them to love her, but at the same time, like, get a fucking cat, Willow, alright? Or a dog. Don't get a fucking bear.
I feel like
what bear is like, like, yes, I love my mistress. Like she said, I want an animal to love, and more importantly, to love me. And I'm like, yeah, those big grizzly bears you have in your cage, like, that makes sense.
I feel like horse racing or something would have been better. Like, they went to the tracks, and, like, Weiss was a jockey. I don't know, that's dumb, too. Or, like, I don't know, something where it's
like the animals in cages, but I feel like
this is weaker than the sum of its parts.
Winter should have cats. or winter.
Sure.
Willow should have cats. It should have been a menagerie of just cats, okay? Because she wants something to love her, right? And so it's like just exotic cats and dogs, you know what I mean? Because like the thing about like animals loving her is it's like, yeah, that fucking cockatoo in the background, like does that bird really love you, Willow? I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think that the sum is worse than the parts.
Yes.
Like individually, like the moral is good, the caged
moral
animal
is
is good.
Yeah,
but together it's a little
the theming
messy.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Messy.
I think this Willow still gels with the other one to an extent.
Kind of.
I feel like
we need to see more of this.
Yeah, I like seeing more of the character.
But yeah, I mean, at least the art style is back to being consistent.
Because maybe that could be
could
be Willow's thing. It's like, listen, I've been an asshole for so long, but I'm gonna try to make it better.
Maybe.
Unlike like Jacques, who never tried to make it better.
Maybe.
So, I don't know. So how many out of 10
like a
screaming
6.
ravens? I was gonna give it like a 6.5.
Yeah, I think that's.
I think that's
a fair rating.
Handled better, it could be as good as the earlier one.
But I don't care.
I don't know. Talking ravens, it came to me in a moment of brilliance.
So yeah.
Man, these comics.
Yeah. Man, oh man, I cannot wait for the RWBY book written by somebody competent.
Okay.
Thank you, E.C. Myers.
Pretty good.
I'm just saying.
I've read your fanfiction. You're not allowed to judge
Playful
anyone.
banter, okay? I'm not serious. Please, relax, everyone. Rooster Teeth doesn't give me anything anyway. Why do I need to be nice? Anyway, bye, guys.